Good afternoon. Welcome to Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host today, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood. We're going to be talking about things going on this fall, and primarily we have what we do in the fall time is we have Thunder Valley Rally. Thunder Valley Rally is it's our incredible motorcycle event that we actually throw here in the city of Cottonwood, down in Maine and in Old Town. And it's quite a spectacular program that has really gained a lot of momentum. And we'll be talking about it with Bob Moman. And Bob, thank you for joining us today. Bob is with the Arizona Law Tigers, and which is an attorney group and a group out of the Phoenix area. And we appreciate you being up here. And Hezekiah Allen. Hez is our Recreation Services Supervisor. And thank goodness you do what you do, because I wouldn't be able to do it. And Hez does everything associated with all of our pools, our outdoor pool, indoor pool, our youth services programming, and all of our special events programming. And so thank you for what you do. Bob, thank you for what you do for all of the people that ride motorcycles.
Thank you. It's our privilege.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity what we have going on here in the city of Cottonwood. And again, I think it's one of those where we wanted to go over exactly, this is the city of Cottonwood's 5th year of implementing the Thunder Valley Rally TVR program. It's our rally, motorcycle rally. And this is actually the 16th year,
Correct.
That the actual program has been ongoing, because it was transferred from the casino and in Camp Verde, and then we picked it up in 2011, and we've been carrying it since then.
Exactly.
And we'll be going over maybe some participant numbers. We'll be going over exactly what the program is, kind of outline the program for everybody here as we go through. But when we take a look at this program and its growth, and it's a 2-day event, and it's just, it's incredible if you've ever been down there and you've seen 4,000 to 5,000 people in Main Street where it's all closed off, and they're getting ready for, last year it was George Thorogood, and we're going to be talking about Molly Hatchet, and we're going to be talking about Fog Hat. And Molly Hatchet will be our national entertainment for the night on Friday night.
Yep.
And then Fog Hat will be our national entertainment group for Saturday night. And so it will be quite a program. It's September 16th and 17th. So make sure you mark that on your calendars, and because it is incredible to see all the motorcycles actually coming in, parking alongside of the roadway on both sides, and it just gives you a spectacular opportunity to see what Cottonwood does with a motorcycle rally and people coming into our community to help our community out as well. As I stated, it is a 2-day program, and it consists of an incredible venue of opportunity for motorcyclists, enthusiasts, bikers, part-time enthusiasts, hobbyists, gearheads, and music entertainment and enthusiasts. Those who come to the event enjoy a 2-day music on stage, along with food vendors, demonstrations, custom builders. That's which is really incredible to me to look at and see those. Bootlegging, poker run, which is what we have. Bike shows, pancake breakfast, variety of rides, the main stage Miss TVR pinup pageant contest, and just a lot of fun in the Old Town area. Again, last year we had probably between 8,000 and 10,000 people that showed up over the 2-day period of time. A lot of people got in early and stayed maybe even for 3 days. So there was a lot of people in town. And I talked about the specifics. We'll go in a little bit more as I saw information about Molly Hatchet and Fog Hat as I went on to the specific entertainment for what I'm trying to say in
Sturgis.
Sturgis, yes,
Yeah.
Thank you. The Sturgis Full Throttle Saloon, and I went on there, and they're playing. Actually, both of them are playing. One's playing Saturday night at Sturgis here on April 6th, and the other one is playing on I think it's Monday night, April 8th. And so we get them both coming back even out of Sturgis, and so which is really kind of a neat thing. So
I can't believe they copied us.
Yeah, I can't believe they copied us either. We had this from clear back a year ago, so we know that they copied us.
We had them booked in April.
We did. So April of last year, 2015. Yeah. That's just it. So As I wanted to start some things off by having you introduce those individuals who represent various businesses and organizations throughout the Verde Valley and Cottonwood pertaining to the TVR committee, because the TVR committee has been ongoing since when?
You know, we started the committee last year, and that was kind of the first year the city had gotten the program back wholeheartedly, because the years prior, promoters we had partnered with them to put this program on when we went to the national entertainment level. And kind of what we found with the promoter situations, it was a great partnership. They provided a lot. We learned a lot. But when you got down to the bare root of it, the mission statements were different. You know, we were focused on community, building partnerships, networking, bringing people together, and supporting local tourism. At the end of the day, they have to look at their pocketbook and go, was this beneficial monetarily or not? And you know, we're still trying to bring that side up. This side is really proliferated. A lot of communities get a lot of support from this program. It books a lot of hotels. A lot of service industries get busy. So with that, we started the TVR committee because we needed people who have stakehold in the industry to give us advice and consulting on what directions to go. What national acts do we get? What have you guys seen? What works? What doesn't work? You know, we have Kyle Rose, owner of Grand Canyon Harley, who was at the beginning days of Arizona Bike Week. Bob remembers that. Yep. And helped bring in entertainment there and helped that program get off the ground. And he's worked with the Rocky Point Rally, so we get a lot of experience from him. Rose, who started the toy run with the Modified Motorcycle Association. Karen with D&K Cycles. Dennis with Cottonwood Motorsports. We have some community members. We have Terrence Pratt, who's on the city council. Randy Garrison, who's on the city council. So a great group comes together. Bob's also on that committee that helps put this rally on. Mitch with Burning Tree Cellars. So without them, this wouldn't be possible.
It's an incredible group of people, and
amazing.
They do make the decisions. It's
totally.
Pretty amazing. And
they're a board.
They are a board, and so it's quite the deal here. Now, this will be our second year with this committee, and you know, so they're extremely positive.
Yeah.
I know that they go through. You know, they'll actually argue some points here and there, but it's actually in the context of it, that's a good thing, because then we know that we're getting resolution, but we're also getting
a better product.
The better product at the end.
Yep.
So it's kind of a neat thing.
Totally.
So tell us now about the TVR sponsors for this program and why they fill a supporting role in providing for this event.
You know, when you look at an event with this size and magnitude and the amount of coordination and budget that it takes to pull this off, it's a team. And it's a team of sponsors that do it. It's a team of staff. You know, we have a great group of staff individuals within our department that put this program on. You know, Arizona Bike Week and a lot of these other rallies, it's a dedicated company that works on that program year-round.
Right.
We have a dedicated staff. Yeah, we work on it year-round, but we have many other things that are going on. We have multiple facilities, programming, other resource constraints. So they really dig down deep for this. And then on our sponsor side, Law Tigers has been with us for years. And we've always looked at it, we're a rural area community. We have to build partnerships and networks and relationships with our sponsors. We can't go after the biggest dollars, because that's not going to be longevity.
That's right.
So Law Tigers, and it's Law Tigers motorcycle lawyers, attorneys?
Lawyers, as well.
Lawyers.
Yeah, either one.
Okay. Yeah. Grand Canyon Harley Davidson, Red Rock Collision, Larry Green Chevrolet, Burning Tree Cellars, Northern Arizona Equipment, Cottonwood Motorsports, D&K Cycles, Modified Motorcycle Association, Indian of Peoria, Main Stage, Budweiser, Yevpai Broadcasting, Yevpai Fence, Pepsi, Taylor Waste, United Rentals, 93.9, Arizona Biker Information Guide, KSLX, and that's kind of the list of our major sponsors. Wow. And the cool thing is they come back every year, and more times than not, they all pretty much step up their contribution to.
Yeah, they step up their game, which actually, and what that does is it helps promote, but it also gets the name out as well as the word out.
Totally.
People come because of word of mouth more than anything else, and it's pretty incredible. So with that, we're going to be going into a little bit more as we talk with Bob Ullman and Law Tigers, who they are and how they sponsor and things of that nature here in our next segment. We're going to be taking a 1-minute break. Come back with us here. I'm your host, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey, she's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood. It's always a mouthful for me to say, so always hang in there with me. It really is. I'm really thankful that we've got Bob here today, Bob Ullman. He's Director of Marketing for the Law Tigers Motorcycle Lawyers, and they are our major contributing sponsor. They're a platinum sponsor for the Thunder Valley Rally event. And so this rally is very important for our community. And you guys have blessed us in that context of things as the Law Tigers of coming up here and assisting us. And it's just been a great thing. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Law Tigers themselves. Now, they're a national motorcycle accident lawyer group, and they're a professional association of motorcycle injury lawyers who help riders every day. And I think that was really kind of neat because I did a lot online and saw how much you guys help individuals with their motorcycles and accidents or injuries or anything else that goes on. So you're there to help them. Your association consists of a skilled group of personal injury lawyers whose mission is to support and promote the well-being of motorcyclists. Your group is dedicated to rider safety, awareness, and education. You're committed to the riding community. Finding an attorney near you from the Tiger Network can be achieved by just calling the 1-800 number, which is 1-800-529-8443. And Bob, tell us about the Law Tigers business. Where are you located at?
Well, Richard, we're home-based in Phoenix. We originated in Phoenix. The law firm has been there for 40-some-odd years. And 16 years ago, through the vision of our founding attorney, we created a niche market of the Law Tigers, and have been growing that ever since. We currently have operations in 11 states, physical operations, and we manage California, Arizona, Utah, and New Mexico out of our Phoenix office. And unlike many other firms that might do referrals to unknown attorneys in their given areas, we began virtually franchising some 8 years ago, and a local law firm can become a Law Tiger licensee. They follow our program. We do national advertising for them and everything, so that they're working with local attorneys. And in that vein, we've got a firm in Colorado that handles Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska. We have one in Indiana that handles Illinois and Indiana, another in Texas that handles Southeast Texas. We're going to be adding 3 to 4 new markets there in the coming years. And then we just opened a franchisee in Tampa, Florida, that's going to be handling Central West Florida. So it's those are all riding states, and our focus is certainly on the riding community and how we can help riders in those markets, and that's our primary focus.
Wow, that's a lot, and it's kind of neat that it's regionally throughout the nation. And now, I had this. I thought it was pretty interesting. Is why choose the Law Tigers to represent you? And tell us about that. The aggressive representation. And I guess it's no recovery, no fee for personal injury claims. So.
Well, I think that the primary reason is just our experience and our expertise.
Right.
In all our markets, our attorneys are all riders, most of them. It's what we focus on in our Phoenix operation. 98% of our focus is on the motorcycle community, though we do some other personal injury law. We've narrowed it down to that niche community that we want to support. So there's nuances in motorcycle accidents that other attorneys may not be aware of, so we bring an expertise there. And we've been successful at what we do, and we our motto is that we watch over our own, and that's essentially what we do.
Well, the one thing I can probably bring into this that actually was a personal issue that happened to me that I read up on that you guys handle is I had an accident on a motorcycle when I was younger, and the guy just left the scene of the accident. And you guys pursue those individuals. And I was like, man, if somebody would have been there to help me pursue this guy who almost killed me,
Right.
It would have been great. But they just left the scene.
Yeah. Well, we have a rider benefit card that we encourage riders to carry, which gives them easy access to us. But there are some benefits on that card also, in that we have a $10,000 hit and run reward.
Right.
Unfortunately, we've fortunate for the individuals, we've paid out 3 of those in the existence of the program. We have a $10,000 bike theft reward. So we do look at that side of it also, and encourage folks to look over for each other also.
And that is a free rider benefit card.
Yes.
So that's something that you guys provide. So I think that's really interesting. Now, how long has the city worked with Law Tigers with regards to TVR?
We've been involved with TVR for, I'm thinking, 12 years now. We started out at the casino shortly after it started, and then when it shifted to oversight with the city, we came on board. We were just a vendor sponsor at that time, and each year we've stepped it up a little bit more, and we're privileged this year to have acquired the title sponsorship, and we regard that very highly. And we're involved in events all over the country, both nationally and regionally. And in each of our markets, marketing managers like myself are involved in some 100 events each year.
Wow.
So we have a real experience in what we're doing there. We like to do local events to support local communities. That's where our core business is, and we give back as much to the riding community as we do on the other side of representing them in accidents.
Well, that's one thing that we've seen also is the giving back that you guys do. You take a special interest in individuals, which the relationship and the context there is a big thing. It means an awful lot to the community as well as the region and the state.
Right.
When people see that.
And we're also unique in another way in that there are other firms that do similar things that we do. But in each of those markets I just mentioned, those 11 states, the marketing manager visits every single motorcycle shop and dealership in that state on a regular basis. And we have those relationships that we build.
Wow.
And in that way, when we're supporting the local communities, we're supporting those dealerships. So it works both ways.
It does.
For
That's
us.
quite a relationship all the way around. Now, explain the process that someone who's been in a motorcycle accident, what they would expect from the Law Tigers.
Well, I'm going to disclaim here a little bit. I'm not an attorney, so I
Right.
don't want to get into any legal things. But typically what happens is there's a call initiated by the individual. They are put in contact with a case manager who will evaluate what the case is, the call and everything. They will personally visit with that individual, be it at home or in the hospital, wherever they might be, and get all the information regarding the case. If it's a case that we can do something for them with, then we bring it internally. Attorney reviews all that information. It's then assigned a paralegal for the daily communication, and then the process begins, and it's a tug of war all the way through. It seems like.
Yeah, it takes a while,
It
but
can.
it's worth it, especially having somebody good on your side.
Well,
as a team.
The key thing is we know the language. We
Right.
know the language with the insurance companies, with the hospitals, and we often say people think you may get in an accident and you're looking for a reward or a recovery on that. Often it's much more what we can save an individual than what we may get them, because we know the system and the language that's used.
That's great. That's going to be good having you out there once again. Now, how long have you personally been a motorcycle rider?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I've been in and out of the saddle for 56 years. I started on a Cushman Eagle back in 1959. I've had interruptions with school and work, the military, and just life in general. But consistently been riding the last 20 years that I've been free of some of those other obligations.
Well, on a lighter note, now, and Hez made me do this, but I just want to ask you now, so, on that commercial, that Tiger, how much does that Tiger weigh, man?
Well, well, actually, we've had 2. The first set of commercials that we ran probably 2 to 3 years ago, her name was Asia.
Okay.
She was a Hollywood actress. She was in all the Jackie Chan movies.
Oh, wow.
And Asia was 18 years old. She weighed about 650 pounds.
My goodness.
She's a big girl.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the year after we filmed those commercials, Asia died. And we were told that in captivity, their lifespan runs 18 to 20 years.
Wow.
So the newest commercial that you may be seeing now is a young tiger. His name is Titan. And he probably is pushing 300 plus pounds.
But he's going to get
So he's a
big.
little kitty right now.
Yeah, but he'll get big.
300 pounds. Cuddle up with him at night.
Yeah, that's right.
When we were filming with Asia, it was just amazing. Her paw pads are the size of volleyballs.
Wow.
And, they're magnificent animals.
They really are.
Yeah,
They're incredible.
So we were blessed. For years, we wanted to get a live tiger as a representative for us. So those have been fun to work with.
That's amazing. Okay, well, we're going to take another break here, Bob. Thank you,
Thank you
for all
very
your
much.
information, and we'll just ask you to come back and join us again for the third segment here on Thunder Valley Rally. Thank you for joining us for Inside Cottonwood. We'll be back in just a moment. I'm your host, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood.
Hey Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming! We're going biking! Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Welcome back to Inside Cottonwood. I'm your host, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood. I had one other question here for Bob Ullman with Law Tigers, and you were talking about a sweepstakes, so I wanted you to talk about that real quick as well.
I failed to mention that we have a sweepstakes going on the Law Tigers Facebook page, Law Tigers Arizona Facebook page. And on that page, you can register for the sweepstakes, which includes a clamping package, which is a safari tent package, a gift card from Grand Canyon Harley-Davidson, a wine package from Burning Tree Cellars, and a $500 cash contribution from the Law Tigers. So we're awarding that to folks in the contest, and we'd like to see everybody get involved with that.
Yeah, go on the website then for the Law Tigers. So Hez, going directly to you as it pertains to Thunder Valley Rally. We've talked about why did the TVR committee select Molly Hatchet and Fog Hat? Let's go into that real quick.
You know, when you book a band in the National Entertainment Act, and we in the TVR committee, we've struggled with this, we've wrestled back and forth on the topic. And you have to pick a band that is near and dear to people's hearts, and somebody that they're going to have name recognition with, that they're going to remember a song, and they're going to remember. And in this case, more than likely, what happens is they say, "I remember when."
That's right.
I was at a Molly Hatchet show when I was so-and-so, and it was an amazing time. And then now it's that relationship and it's some kind of connection that the individual has. And so when you talk about word-of-mouth marketing, Molly Hatchet and Fog Hat resonates.
Yes.
And people go, did you hear Molly Hatchet's going to be at Thunder Valley Rally this year? Last year, we saw George Thorogood on Main Street in a historic community that was established in 1885. How cool is that?
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah.
That really is cool. Well, I know that both groups actually were established in 1971.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I looked at both of them and I was like, oh my goodness sakes, I was I would have been a sophomore in high school at that time period. So sophomore, junior. And so 1971 was when they got their start, and the band was founded by guitarist Dave Hublick and guitarist Steve Holland. And Hublick is still with the band as of this time. He is their main guitarist.
And the other members that may not be original, they've been with the band 20 or 30 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of the main albums that you can think of, they were on those albums.
Well, and I think that, as it pertains to Foghat for Saturday night, they're an English rock band that was formed in London in 1971. The group's known for its prominent use of electric slide guitar in their music. So the band achieved 8 gold records, 1 platinum and 1 double platinum record. So, man, I think we struck gold or platinum, I guess, whichever way you want to say it.
It's a precious metal of some sort.
Yeah, getting both of the groups, these national acts for both Friday and Saturday night. And so I think it's really unique. And then we have another group of bands that...
And that's where, we try to really deliver hard with the Thunder Valley Rally Committee. You're not going to just see, you're going to see amazing headliners, Foghat, Nash, and Molly Hatchet, but you're also going to see Mogollon. You're going to see Whiskey Rodeo, Christopher Robin Band, Lane Change. Christopher Robin Band used to tour with the Allman Brothers. He was lead guitarist, one of them, with the Allman Brothers before Tedeschi.
Wow.
Then you have Broken Toys and 74th Street Band, and these are all prolific acts that this crowd enjoys. So, Bob, you probably can chime in. You're really intimate with Mogollon.
I've been following Mogollon for years since I've been here in Arizona, so I've been with them for about 18 years, and I've gotten to know Dwayne and the guys real well. And they have a good local following regionally within the area, so they draw their own audience.
Yep, totally. And they'll open up 4 Foghats, so you're going to definitely want to be there for Saturday.
Yeah, well, why don't you go ahead and just give us a schedule of events, if you can, for Friday and then Saturday. Go on into that.
So, on Friday, doors open at 1 o'clock. And then 2 to 3 is Lane Change, 4 to 5:30 is Christopher Robin Band. This is main stage, so at the bottom of the street on the north side next to the Old Town Jail. 6 to 7:30 is Whiskey Rodeo, and then Molly Hatchet's 9:30 to 11. The Joe Hall stage, which is on the tavern parking lot on the south side, you'll have Dog of the Moon basically from 1 to 2, and then 3 to 4 and 5 to 6, Laurie McDonald of Combo Deluxe.
Wow. And
you'll go into Saturday, and doors open at 10. 2 to 3 o'clock is Broken Toys, 4 to 5:30 is 74th Street Band, 6 to 7:30 is Mogollon, and then 9:30 to 11 is Foghat. On the smaller stage, smaller meaning it's just on the other stage.
Exactly, yeah.
No connotation of
it.
And then 10 to 2 and 3 to 4 is the Mods. And then 5 to 6 is Dog in the Moon, who's back again.
Yeah, it's going to be an incredible time.
Oh, man.
And, again, if you want more information, just type in Thunder Valley Rally Cottonwood. It'll take you right to the site.
Yep.
No matter where you're on the computer, if you want it, just Thunder Valley Rally, you'll still pop right into it. So, it's that big of an event. And now Arizona's recognizing it throughout statewide. So it's kind of cool that little Cottonwood here, we're having a major statewide event. We have people from all over the Southwest that come in. So it's rather interesting to see. Now, what was the reason behind the city of Cottonwood adopting this rally from the casino from the get-go in 2011?
The casino, we really have to thank them because they've really had a regional perspective. And so with that mindset, they realized that I think that the rally needed to move somewhere that is a little more conducive to the environment so that the program can grow and help out everybody regionally. Hotels are booked throughout the Verde Valley right now. They're booked actually years in advance.
Right, that's what I understand.
Which is what's so cool about our glamping package. If you go online to on-site camping, you can get your glamping package. And so the council realized that it's an asset. There's a lot of money that's been put into the program to market it and brand it, which that's 3/4 of the battle. You guys have that all the time. Is branding a program, and that's where you'll spend the money and spin your wheels years and years and years. So be able to get that program, it's already been done. And then, the first year we had it in Old Town there's kind of a lull because people are realizing, okay, it's still going on, it's moving from the casino. And then ever since then, it's just kind of taken off.
It has taken off. What's any changes this year?
The big change this year is there's going to be a fee structure.
Okay.
With that, the committee really wanted everybody to know that we struggled with this. We wanted to be very affordable. We still want a large populace to come to the event, and so we kept it at $10 per bike for the weekend.
Wow, that's really expensive. Yeah. Man, I don't know if I can afford that.
It really breaks down to $2.50 per day per person.
That's right.
Because it covers both people on the bike,
right,
the national entertainment, and then parking in Old Town for the weekend.
There you have it.
Now, if you're just coming down, walking down, taking your cage down to Old Town, your vehicle,
right,
then it would be $5 for the main concert after 5 o'clock. just in the main stage area. So anything outside the main stage, like the tavern parking lot, the civic center, all that stuff will be free throughout the weekend.
Okay.
And the goal is to cover the costs on the program, or at least reduce expenditure so it's not as much of an investment on the city side.
And I think that that's the main thing, is the reduction of expenditures for the city side of things. And again, that's very, very little as it pertains to getting into any type of an event, or especially if it's got a band of the the quality that we've got.
Right.
So now, what is the Verde Valley Fair Association doing this year?
They are doing the Kickstand Campground.
Kickstand Campground.
They are expanding their RV spots. They are, I believe, you're going to have some entertainment up there. They're working on a swap meet, and they're trying to get involved with the program. The committee made it one of their strategic plans or initiatives to start creating network and developments throughout the Verde Valley, because as the program grows, we're going to need expansion zones and places for people to stay. And the more heads and beds we have here locally, the better it is for the economy.
Well, and I know that we change from year to year, but Main Stage now is also getting really involved. And this
They
is one of the
are.
things we wanted to reach out.
Exactly.
Is our main goal is to reach out to various businesses in the community. They've taken this bull by the horns, and
Yeah.
their music venue in town is doing something special. What is that?
They're doing an extension of premises, so they'll have vendors out in their parking lot. They'll have great entertainment throughout the entire weekend.
That's awesome.
And it's another place you can go if say you want to leave Old Town and go check something else in the town, because we're all riders, we enjoy riding around. We don't want to just park and stay for the entire weekend.
Right.
It gives you the option to explore a little bit.
All right. Well, so what are the goals now at this point for the future?
For the future is we want steady, controlled growth.
Right.
We want to keep an eye on expenditures, but also an eye on revenues, and then project the program as much as we can, and to build partnerships and networks throughout the Verde Valley, continue building relationships with our sponsors.
Exactly.
And then think about, at what point is the program too big for Old Town, and how do we do that? And so there's been a lot of thoughts there. I don't think we're there yet.
No, I don't think we are either. I think Old Town is probably going to be the location. I think it'll probably stay close to maybe 8, 10, maybe 11,000 people.
Right.
I think it'll be a tremendous asset. The goal, I think, will be there as well. I think that, again, like you said, our relational responsibility with all of our sponsors and things, and making sure we keep those, and Law Tigers has been that. And we want to make sure that we continue on with that as well. I wanted to just express my appreciation once again to Bob Moman and the Law Tigers taking on so much that you guys do. And we're going to be closing here our third segment. And I just wanted to thank you for that. I want to thank you for riding up here. Hez, thank you for your time as well. I know Friday this afternoon we're doing an awful lot and getting ready for a lot of different things. So thank you for joining us for Inside Cottonwood. And enjoy the remainder of the summer, especially the monsoons are kicking in once again. And I'm your host, Richard Faust, Community Services General Manager for the City of Cottonwood. Thank you and have a good day.